That was interesting. That was a nice debate between youths and their parents. I'm sure parents felt like they won in some regards, but thank God. I hope we've all learned something from it. Yeah. Right. Very briefly, my topic for today is great expectations, and in summary, is talking about ideally us youths, but also parents as well. So it talks about everybody essentially, and we're going to talk about what is expected of us as youths, and of course as Christians as a whole. And I will start with this by saying that there is a proverb that says, "To whom much is given, much is expected." And as Christians, we are given a lot. And even as youths, we're given a lot. We have a great deal of opportunity in our hands that I think that we're not using effectively. And that is because of many things that have happened to us today, personally, because we're not utilizing what we're given effectively. I'm taking my Bible reading from 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12 to 16. If someone wants to read that for me, please. 1 Timothy chapter 4, 12 to 16.
Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young. Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, your faith, and your purity. Until I get there, focus on reading the scripture to the church, encouraging the believers and teaching them. Verse 14. Do not neglect the spiritual gift you received through the prophecy spoken over you when the elders of the church laid hands on you. Give your complete attention to these matters. Throw yourself into your task so that everyone will see your progress. Keep a close watch on how you live and on your teaching. Say the truth to what is right for the sake of your own salvation and the salvation of those who hear you.
I'm going to focus on two verses, which is verse 12 and 14. Now, before I start, can someone just tell me what you understand by the word expectation? When you hear the word expectation, what does it mean?
Like a reaction.
Things that you think you deserve from someone.
Okay.
Something to happen in the future.
Okay. I'm going to give you a mathematical example. Very, very simple. When you're doing a calculation and you have 2 plus 2, what do you expect? So you are expecting something. I define expectation as a degree of probability of an occurrence or an expected value from an action. So when you do something, you're expecting something in return, right? When you're making calculations, you're thinking, you're doing all sorts of things. There is no move that we make on a daily basis that we don't do because we're expecting something in return, no matter how small or how big. You wake up, you're going to work, you're expecting to get paid for that day. If you don't, you know what's going to happen. So I think the key word here is expectation, and is what God is expecting from us, both as youths, especially as youths who are Christian, because there are youths and then there are youths. Now I think, to me, teenagehood is the most challenging part of everybody's life, because that is the point that defines who we are. Teenagehood is the foundation, and I believe, it's obvious, foundation is the most important thing. If the foundation is lopsided, the complete structure is lopsided. And if we don't lay the foundation correctly, it's not that we will not continue to build it. We will continue to build, you will continue to grow, but you're going sideways. And eventually you will fall because you can't build the building sideways. When you build it sideways, you get to a stage and then you just come up. And then you have to start all over again. For some people, it might be too late to start all over again. But I pray that is not our portion. In Jesus' name. Now, a teenager is someone between the age of 13 to 19. And youth is defined by children to adults age, which by law is 23. But personally, I think anybody who's under 30 and is not married is a youth. Can someone shout amen if you're here? Amen! I'm sorry that is an God loves you all. All right then. Focusing on verse 12. Can someone read verse 12 in KJV, please?
Let no man despise thy youth, for be thou an example of the believers, in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and purity.
Okay. Now, before I go into that, I just need two people, maybe one, and then I need one of our parents as well to give, what are the best ways to have a successful teenage youth? And I want that from the mom or dad and from one youth who is over the age of 19. For someone who's an, I want from for an adult, and I want that because my best guess is there will be a maybe different perspective. So what is or what are the best ways to have a successful teenagehood? Anybody? In as few words as possible, even if it's one word or very few words.
Exploration. You need to be able to explore.
Okay.
Be around successful people.
Be around successful people.
Like not like success, like positive people.
Positive people. Okay.
To have the fear of God.
To have the fear of God. Surprise, surprise. Anyone else?
To be focused.
To be focused. Okay. Those are all key words and key points that I think are very important. And I only have two listed here, even though there are many. The first key word is obedience. And the second key word is holiness. And I think those two probably summarize everything all together. Verse 12, let no man despise thy youth. Be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and in purity. As young believers that we are, there is a great deal of expectation from us in the community. Can everybody hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. As young believers, we are expected, when we're given the word, and we're not given the word for no reason. God didn't just write the Bible and say, read it, and then go to sleep. We're given the word because we're expected to do something with it. But, during one of our sessions at home, we used to have this debate where, we used to have debates, and one of the debates that we have is, you're given the word, but what do you do with it? Or how do you utilize it? But in order to be able to utilize the word, we need to have an understanding by ourselves personally. Because you can't teach something that you don't know.
Yes.
It is only when you know that then the knowledge comes and then you can teach other people. Thank you. Now, like I said before, our youth is the foundation for our adulthood. If we don't lay that foundation correctly, it's going to be lopsided. And that is the last thing that I know nobody wants that. As youth, it's easy to get carried away by things because you're growing up and you're seeing all sorts of things, your friends are doing all sorts, and you feel that is what you deserve, that's what you want. But sometimes it's the case and sometimes it's not the case. There is nothing wrong in having something that motivates you. So some of us, many things motivate you. Personally, myself, I love cars. There is no day I will drive and I will see a nice car and I will not stop just to admire it. Some people love fashion, some houses. Everyone loves different things. But And it's a good thing to have those things because that's what you look up to. That's your goal. That's what you're looking at. That's what makes you wake up every day and want to go to work because you're thinking, I want to do this. I want to be able to have that. But it becomes a different thing when that thing supersedes every other thing in your life. When it becomes the God in your life. When it becomes your only goal and your only focus. And even though the Bible is there, we're supposed to look up the Bible and seek ye first the kingdom of God. Why not? We can do that. But when the things of the world override that kingdom of God, which is supposed to be our goal, then we need to realize that we are going on the wrong track. And that applies to everybody, because even as an adult, I know there are many adults in this world who are still behaving like their kids. Not by character, but just not by having the understanding that, the things of the earth will always disappear. They will always go. They're not going to be there forever. They're only supposed to be things that will motivate us to want to be successful. Because who doesn't want to be as rich as Bill Gates? Everybody wants to. And when you look at him, you say he's the richest man in the world. It's still material things, but it motivates us because we're looking up to that thing. But when that thing becomes the only thing that we're chasing, then we need to recheck ourselves. When it becomes the only thing that we're running after, instead of being in church, you get paid triple time and then you're running to work on Sunday as an example. I know obviously you do that because you're facing challenges and you need money, you need this, you need that. But we shouldn't get to a stage where we forget the word and we start running after everything that's supposed to come after we seek the kingdom of God. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, we spoke about parenthood briefly and we had a debate on it. But the job of a parent, personally, I think the job of a parent begins when a child crosses into teenagehood. I think between then and probably the age of 12, you're still okay, you're still doing better still, giving them sweets and all sorts. But when they get to the age of maybe 13 or 15, that is when the job of a parent begins. Because that's the point at which they become enlightened to different kind of things, different kind of lifestyle, different needs and wants. Because a teenage girl at the age of 15, but nowadays they all want lipsticks and all kind of stuff. And for guys, well, they want to sag and wear Nikes and Adidas shoes that cost €300. But that's not the point. The point is, as a parent, we need to be aware. And I think when a child crosses over to teenagehood, I think that's when the parents, to me, the way I've seen it, I think sometimes that's when the parents relax and they say, I've done my job. Because, primary school, secondary school, now you're in secondary school, you have to behave and do all sorts. But that is when the job begins. Because that is when the foundation begins to form. And between the age of 15 to 19, if that foundation, it takes less than a week for a child to go rogue if he wants to go rogue. And we're talking between the age of 13 to 19. That's a good 6 years. That is a long time for everything to go wrong. It's a long time for the present to go wrong. It's a long time for the future to go wrong. Because the future can go wrong even before the future even comes. So that 5 years or that 6 years is, and it's not just by, you take your kids to church and you pour the word of God in them and then they engage in Bible reading and also. That's not the point. Because anybody can go to church and read the Bible, but if the focus is not there outside of church, they're still going to end up going rogue. Because we all know that, as youths, probably shouldn't say this, but we all know pastors' kids nowadays. And we all know, we know ourselves. Because when your parents are using you as an example, look how Pastor Sholambe, he's leading the world, but you know that Pastor Shola is I didn't say anything. Pastor Shola, please, I don't know where it is. Now, parents are supposed to have two things. Number one, they're supposed to have something I call the eagle eye. And the eagle eye, an eagle has the ability to foresee. The eye of an eagle is exceptional because it sees afar. And if parents, even youths, if you don't have the eagle eye, if you don't have the ability to foresee, you don't know what's coming. You wake up every day, you don't know what's coming to you on this very day. You're going in blind. But going in blind is not the best way to do it. So as parents, we need to have the eagle eye, the ability to foresee what's to come. We need to examine our kids every single day so that we can predict what's to come. And it's not by telling them, oh, I know what's coming today. Even if you don't tell them, God did not give us knees for no reason. The knees are meant to be kneeling down and praying. We need to know where our battleground is. Our battleground is not smacking your kid and beating the daylight after them, or seizing their phones, or no TV for a week, or and all that jibber-jabber. It will work, but as a kid, my parents would beat me up until the age of 13. By the time I'm 14, you might beat me and I'll just stand there and be looking. And your parents will go, why are you not crying? That's because the beating doesn't work anymore. The battlefield has changed. Now it's not about smacking them. Go on your knees. That's the point. The second point is we need to be prayer warriors. If you don't know where your battleground is, you are failing as a parent. If you don't know what your battle axe is, you are also failing as a parent. Because some people are very good at, you can pray and ask God for things, but you need to be able to ask with reference to the word. So we need to be, as parents, we need to chew the word. When you chew, it's only when you chew it that you can then pour it into your kids. And it's not by telling them, even just by praying. You might just leave the kid, and the kid can be doing whatever he or she wants. But you are fighting the battle on the right battleground, and you will win. There is no way you will not win if you fight correctly.
Yes.
Your kids tell you, Mommy, I want to go to club. You don't go to club. They do this, they do that. Okay, go. But while that kid is in that club, up until 3 a.m. when the kid comes back home, pray. Because trust me, if you are praying well, and of course if you are pure, because we can't pray if you are not pure. Our prayers will not go past the ceiling. So when your heart is pure and you're praying, there is nothing stopping that kid from all of a sudden in that nightclub say, I feel like going home. It's not ordinary. That's your prayers working. There are things that I've seen in my life that I know that this is the work of my mom. She doesn't have to be here. There are things that I want to do as a man. I'll say, oh, I want to go, I want to do this, I want to do this. But all of a sudden my mind will change and I will know that this is my mom. Even though she's in Canada, halfway across the ocean, but she can have effects all the way in Dublin. No? Parents don't need to be there to beat you. When they want to reach you and they do it the right way, you'll be surprised. Because you know that, why am I not able to do this thing that I want to do? And sometimes I send my mom a message and say, Mommy, I know this is your handiwork, but continue. God is answering your prayers. Because she's doing it the right way. She's, I mean, now she's not going to say, go on the floor there, I'm going to give you 25 strokes. You know, it beats me and then tomorrow I'll go back and do what I want to do. But when you tackle the problem the right way it's supposed to be tackled, there is no way why the prayers will not be answered. The other thing I want to talk about briefly is gift. We are all given gifts. Everybody has a gift.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about gifts because we are given a gift and we are expected to use that gift. If we don't realize our gift in time, the expectation of us will just continue to reduce and reduce. That is why there's some people in this world where you be 30 years old and people will look at you and say, use this one. Because at the time where you're supposed to utilize that gift, we haven't utilized it. As kids, it may not be our fault. Again, that comes to the job of the parent. You need to know your child's gift. Because there is nobody in this world who doesn't have a gift. God did not just make us and just say, you are like that, you are empty. We all have something. And there's this mentality of African parents that is either you're a lawyer or a doctor, that just needs to stop. It's not by force. If we are all doctors, what other profession? Are you not eating food? Is he a doctor that is chemicalizing the food that you're eating? He's a farmer. But in Nigeria, I say, ordinary farmer, ordinary mechanic. Oh dear, that is not the point. It isn't the point. There are painters and carpenters carpenters in this country who are richer than politicians in Nigeria, simply because they utilize the gift effectively. So why must I be when I finished my living start and I got my offer, my dad wanted me to do pharmaceutical science, and I looked at him and I said, no, I want to do engineering. And that's because that's what I wanted to do. If your parents are telling you, hey, you must do this, you must do that, if that is not what you want to do, don't let them override you to do what you don't want to do. Because it is your gift, it's what you own, it's inside of you. So if you're supposed to be an engineer and you go be a doctor, you will probably fail miserably because that's not your line. So parents, let's push our kids, because those gifts are given to us because God expects something in return. So if God now gave you a gift to, I don't know, do one thing and you're doing the other thing, He's just going to be looking and you will fail woefully. And we have doctors where they will get their license revoked, and also it's not ordinary. Maybe they were never meant to be doctors in the first place. We have kids who want to be footballers. I mean, your kid will tell you, I want to go into sports science. And you say, he's a lawyer. Oh, I'm not Bentley. He bought Bentley for his mother. He won't be a fellow sports killing. Lawyer, no. And then you will do everything possible to make sure the kids become a lawyer. But when that kid doesn't become a lawyer, then you say, you disrespect me. The Bible says obey your parents. The Bible says this, the Bible says that. Well, that's not the point. That is misusing the word of God. If the kid tells you, Mommy, I want to become this, okay, no problem. To be football, no problem. I play football. You can still go to school and be playing football at the same time. Why not? Yes. Why not? So it's not about you're looking at Yashegun, Yaramo did something. Okay, good for him. I mean, someone in sports science, one of the leaders in sports science makes $150,000 a year. And your daughter wants to become a lawyer, and lawyer probably makes maybe 50 or 60. And you're looking at Yaramo's child because Yaramo's child bought her a Range Rover last week. That's not the point. So we need to know the gifts of our children. And how do you link gifts with great expectations? We are given a gift and we are expected to use it effectively. God did not give us that gift to be rattling around. And especially us at youth, we need to recognize our gifts. Because some of us, your gift might even be to create a profession that has not been created yet. Your gift might be to create something that will solve 50% of the problems in this world. But because you yourself don't know it, you don't know what direction you're supposed to go. And because you don't know it, your parents may not see it, or your parents might just be simply blind, or they might be overlooking it. So it takes the work of two of us, both the youth and both the parents, to put that gift into use. And of course, when we do it with prayer, there's no reason why we won't excel, because it's God that gave us the gift. And He didn't give it to us because He wants us to fail. He gave it to us because He wants us to use it to do something, to save lives, to win souls, to do all sorts. And we have to make sure that we're using that gift effectively. There is one gift of mine that I just realized. There's a gift of mine that I just realized because, first of all, I didn't think I would be standing here and be able to talk freely like this. I was expecting to be seeing drops of sweat falling down from my face. But when it's your gift, it's your gift. So we thank God for that. So I'm just going to close by going back to my opening statement that says, to whom much is given, much is expected. Parents, we are giving the children, much is expected from you to make sure that that child reaches the heights above heights. And as youths, as children, we are given gifts, and it's our job to make sure that we utilize that gift effectively. Because if we don't, the failure is not of God, the failure is from us. And God is going to sit there and watch and say, well, I gave you the tools, but you didn't use it. So please, let's make sure that we utilize our gifts effectively. Thank you very much.